Hello, all you people. I'm trying not to be too aggressive at the beginning because reasons. But hello, it's a beautiful day. I'm outside today in my outside office because I'm keeping an eye on the chickens. God damn it. Alright, but yeah, I'm outside. Wanted to make a video because, why not? I got a lot of free time right now. So, um, I don't even know. Life's crazy. Life is crazy, but it's beautiful. It's hard at the same time. But that's how it is. That's the beauty of it. That's what makes women beautiful. The obvious attractive traits along with the feisty side of the feisty side of the coin, you know what I'm saying? The other side of the coin. We all got the heads and the tails, so that's how you gotta have it. Or it's definitely good to have a mix, you know what I'm saying, of emotions, talent, skills. But regardless, how y'all doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. We lost a chicken yesterday, unfortunately. So that's why I'm out here. I'm trying to keep a vigilant eye on our birds. Make sure we don't lose any other ones, because we only had 4. Now we're down to 3. And I don't want that to happen again, you know what I'm saying? But life's crazy. Life is full of risk as well as reward. But you can't get the reward without the risk in many cases. So, it's the reason why we like extreme sports. We like pro wrestling. We like UFC, drugs, drinking, riding fast, dirt bikes and motorcycles, and driving really quickly in cars. Hold on, I'm gonna go check out the chickens. Okay, they're still right there. Oh, I almost spilled coffee on my laptop. That would have been really bad. But yeah, there's always, nothing's black and white. There's always life's real, but that doesn't mean it's not beautiful. It just means it's real. No movie, book, or story would be good or even be a story without the conflict and resolution, because that's what's really interesting to us as humans. We naturally want to solve problems, even if everything is you or I's idea of perfect. We don't have a single thing that we could possibly worry about or could imagine that we could worry about now. We would still find something wrong with our surroundings, or we'd still find a problem to solve, because that's our nature. That's why we've done so much, good or bad, and why we do so much, good or bad. And it's completely subjective. You or I's definition of good and bad is completely different than the person's, or are completely different from you and I to the cat down the road, the dude down the road, person 30 minutes or across the globe. You'd be surprised who you agree with and who you disagree with, because there's always going to be both. No matter who you are, what you think, what you do. There's always going to be people who like what you do, dislike what you do, and yeah, I think I might have said that in the last video, but basically, do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you're going to get positive and negative results, and reactions from people. You know what I mean? Even if it's from people you love. As long as you're not hurting anybody, do what you fucking want to do. Many people say that, but it's very true. And you'll find out as you begin to age. And if you've already began to age, you've probably started feeling it, have felt it, or it's hitting you now. Chickens are chilling. How long are we going on the video one? Sorry. 6 minutes, we're almost there. Okay. Gotta wait for the nice guy clock to run out. If you know what I'm saying, But, yeah, yo. Do what you want to do and what you think is valuable and beneficial to you and the people and things around you. Because that's God's plan. God's plan. No, but it actually is. And you don't have to be religious to feel that shit. God's in every single one of us. It's the shit that drives us to do the things that we do that we don't even know why we do them. Sometimes we know why we do things. I know why I drink that coffee. Because it makes me feel good and it tastes good. That's why I drink that coffee. I don't always know why I make these videos or make music, and that does make me feel good, but it's not the same instant chemical gratification that, say, coffee or another substance would give me, like cigarettes or God knows what else, you know what I mean, alcohol, where it has a direct something that goes into my bloodstream and makes me chemically experience things differently. That's what I think makes us unique, what I think makes us individuals, and what I think God is. And like I said, I'm not even religious. I follow no type of religion or practice, although I respect most, if not all of them. And yeah, I think it's generally pretty positive. You just got to, like I said, you got to follow your truth, because that's truly what I think any religion boils down to, and anything else is just hubbub and is more than just something to help you or help the world or speak your truth. Like, you know what I mean? It becomes more than anything that religion was about. Not that religion hasn't been associated and tied with a lot of things, but religion itself is a very broad thing. And I think the word God is pretty sound, and it's a pretty good word, because God exists inside and outside religion, before it and after religion. Yeah, it existed before religion. The concept of God is probably the earliest concept of anything besides eating, defecating, urinating, drinking water, and sleeping, and procreating, having intercourse. Other than that, after people fulfilled their primal instincts, the most historical thing that we've done or been interested in or have I guess the oldest, the most popular pastime for human history has been thinking about God and your existence in some way, shape, or form. Maybe like even existential crisis, an existential crisis in some way, or just like a religious or spiritual awakening. there's a lot of things you can, a lot of things, or a lot of words you can use to describe what I'm talking about, and a lot of, like I said, it's the earliest pastime besides our base primal instincts that every other animal does. We have no way of knowing if any other animal thinks about their existence and or a higher power or reason, or that's not even the right word to explain it. God. That's why I like explaining it, because it means everything and nothing at the same time. And it's the greatest way to describe something higher than you, equal than you, and completely separate from you all at the same time. That's why I like it, because it's like, what's the meaning of life? God. What does God mean? Nothing. What does that mean? Everything. Exactly. There's no way of knowing. There may be a way to know after we die, but there's no way of knowing if we're going to know after we die. Or we have no way of knowing if death is even what we perceive death to be. Or, you know, we can only perceive so much. So we don't sweat it, because you can think yourself into a hole trying to understand it, trying to understand things, trying to do this and that all day. But a lot of times you can just stress yourself, thinking yourself into a pit, trying to do things too much, when you can just do things. Trying to do things and doing things are completely different, and trying to do things is dangerous because it sets yourself up for disappointment a lot of times. And it's almost, by trying to do something, you're almost deciding before you even begin it that it could fail, and that you're prepared for it to fail, which is fine and good to a degree. But what's the point of doing it in the first place if you're alright with it failing, and you just, like, it's just something, like, I don't know, it's just like something you would try to do. You don't even really care about it, so why do it? And if you want to do it, then do it. You don't have to make something out of it, because if something does come out of it, something will come out of it, and you'll feel you'll be like, I need to do this more. Or other people will be like, you need to do this more. And then it can go from there. But yeah. How long are we going on here? We're 13 minutes on the laptop. How are we doing on the camera? Oh, bumped the laptop. The camera stopped recording. So we have the audio. See, this would be a good reason to have a second angle, but I don't. So how's that lighting and stuff doing? Pretty good. So okay. So I don't know where I was at, but it's past 10 minutes, so I can schmack the water apparatus. Chickens are still in view. I see all three of them. The sun looks beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna schmack the apparatus first before I hit the coffee, because the combination of flavors is immaculate. It ultimately matters what you think. And if you think that you really want a certain job, or you really want to be respected by a certain class or type of people, or you really want to be, you really like an attractive woman or man, and you want to fit what you would say to be their standards, and you want to raise your I'm getting a little too close to the mic. You want to raise your standards to fit what you think their standards are. One, you got to remember that at the end of the day that y'all are both human, but that isn't completely wrong. If you like very beautiful, attractive women who like and or have a lot of money and like to do extravagant things, and you want to look and be wealthy and extravagant regardless or not of whether you're a good looking man, and you want to raise your chances and raise your standards to meet that kind of man or woman that you want, then fucking go for it. If that's what you want, though. Don't try and get... There's a chicken under the camera right now. They're right around me. But if there's a... don't feel like you need anything to be liked by random people or by your friends. Because your friends or your peers should only want you to be doing well for yourself, the people around you, and the world. And if not, unless you want to live a experience filled with negativity, you should get rid of those people. Because if somebody around you is positive, that is an adult or is becoming an adult, that is a good human, and or a respectable and trustworthy individual, they're just gonna want you to do the best for yourself and the people around you, including them, your family, and the world. So they're gonna want you to be physically healthy, or they should want you to be physically healthy, following your truth, while also making sure you're not following your truth shouldn't be at the expense of anybody else. Unless that's truly what you want, but you gotta remember that kind of life comes with a lot of loneliness and a lot of... It's not as glamorous as it seems, because any energy that you put out there always comes back to you. Not to get too spiritually woo-woo with you, but it's true, and if you want to fuck around and find out, you will. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Generally, if you want positive friends, you want a positive circle, you want people around you that are gonna uplift you, whether they're related to you or not, you know them already or not, they should just want you to be physically, mentally, spiritually healthy, and more trying to raise the spiritual, mental, and physical health of the people around you to the best of your abilities. Obviously, some people don't want help, and that's a whole nother topic, and you shouldn't... Efficiency is key. Speed and efficiency is key as a human. Efficiency meaning speed without losing the value of the product or the value of the service. And if you're doing that to try to make the world and make your community, your family, and your circle a better place, there's going to be places, things, and people that just don't want the help and spending the time and energy and giving that help to that doesn't actually do anything. It's not bad to try, it's good to try, but you can't you can't just save everybody and everything, because you're not a god, you know what I'm saying? You are, but you aren't. If you were entirely, you would have done it already. So you can't just stop people from being sick and dying and getting old and all this and that. Then it's a natural circle of life. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but basically, you can try all you want, but like I said, trying is just stressing yourself out and usually wasting time. So just do what you can, do what's best for you and around you, build on top of that, because we're very efficient creatures, and if you're genuinely trying to do that, if you work at it, slowly keep doing it, you will get more used to it. And then once you have the skills to be able to help people to that level, whether it be yourself, family, friends, and beyond, then you can go beyond and start helping your community and start helping the world, and that's how people get remembered for a long time. And that's not why you should do it. Like I said, if you're trying, that's almost a recipe for disaster. I'll tell you from my personal experience, you can listen to my music. I don't know if you're already a fan of me. If you like this video, if you've been watching already, I'm literally just talking. I am not trying. The only thing I'm trying to do is not lose these chickens. And, I mean, there's things that I would like out of this video, but they're very basic because I don't want to try to do anything too much. I just want to talk and be a human. Be a reminder that we are just human and everything's temporary. You could die today or tomorrow. So, like, you can stress all day about everything, but there's also the option not to. You gotta remember that. There's also the option not to. There's always the option not to with everything. There's always the option not to. You don't have to do anything besides breathe and sometimes pay taxes depending on where you live and how you want to live, but even then, there's people who avoid that. So you could speak to them if you really want to go that deep, but that's all I'm saying. And at that, I'm probably gonna head. So yeah, if there's anything I gotta say is to, like, some key points that are in my head is you could die today or tomorrow. The only thing that you have to do is breathe. If you really wanted to, you don't have to do that. No, I'm playing. But for here, you have to breathe, or else you'll end up somewhere else, I guess. So, yeah, only thing you gotta do is breathe. You could die today. You can die fucking whenever. Life's real, but it's beautiful, and sometimes it's beautiful because of that reality, that realness. And sometimes it's fun and exciting because of the realness and the danger and the risk. So, yeah, and then what was the last thing? You can die, and you will die. The only thing you have to do is breathe. And see, I'm trying, and it just started stressing me out. And don't try. That was what I was looking for. I just proved my own point. And to not make this video longer, I just got I just gave myself stress trying to find something in my brain that I just didn't know. I forgot it, something. And I was stressing myself out trying to remember what it was so I could wrap up the video and not keep y'all waiting like I am right now. And the thing that I forgot that I was stressing myself out trying to remember was to not try. And as soon as I realized that and I said, I'm stressing myself out, I gotta stop trying and wrap up the video, I remembered that was the point. So, only thing you gotta do is breathe. Don't try. And you could die. Bars. Catch y'all later. Hope you can see the chickens in the background. I'm gonna show them off real quick. Hold on. Camera stopped again. I don't know when, but thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to record a little B-roll for the parts that don't have camera footage because camera stops every once in a while. So, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Catch y'all later. Deuces. Wah.